Hello there guys, and welcome back to another Forza Horizon 5 video on my channel. So today, as you can see, we are in the brand new 2019 Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro. We're going to be driving it around in Freeroam, but instead of me doing it on controller and just kind of doing some like racing, I'm going to be driving it in Freeroam on the Logitech G920 wheel that I have. Just so you can get a bit of a perspective on my driving skill on the wheel, but also to test out how good these this car and the Toyota Tundra that we're going to be checking out afterwards is as well. So in this video, obviously I'm in the Toyota 4Runner now, which is this week's festival playlist car for 20 points. However, I'm also going to be hopping in the Car Pass car for this week, which is the 2020 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. So we're going to be showing both of these cars in this video. I've tuned them up a bit, as you can see with this one. We've got the full off-road race tyres, we've got like the snorkel thing, we've got the front roo bar, we've got the suspension raised a bit. You can't actually raise the suspension, but I've raised it in the tuning. I've put this nice camo paint job on it, which I thought was pretty cool. For this one, because it's like got a really weird kind of V6-y sounding weird engine in it that's not really a proper pickup engine, I've put the V8 diesel in it from the Ford F450, and I've put some turbos in it and also a race exhaust to make it sound a bit more meaty. So we've got nearly 1,000 horsepower, nearly 3,000 newton meters of torque. I've also got full weight reduction, so it's just below 2,000 kilograms, which is still very heavy, but hopefully we'll still be able to control it. So it's sitting near the bottom of S1 class, bottom to middle of S1 class. I will share these tunes after the video as well. If I forget, just remind me in the comments, because I am likely to forget. And also I would like to say a massive thank you to all of you that have subscribed in the past few days. Since Thursday, the whatever it was of March last week, we have gained 12 subscribers at the time of recording this video, which is absolutely insane. So thank you so much guys. I know that was partly down to the stream, but it's also been down to the video as well. We've gained 4 or 5 from this week's festival playlist video, so thank you so much. I will be organising a 250 subscriber competition that I've been on about. I think I mentioned that in the stream the other night on Friday. So Cole Palm suggested this a couple of weeks ago when we did the last stream at the end of January, I think it was. So I have been working on that, but in the last few days it's crept up on me that quick that I haven't been able to do much yet. So I've created one event, however it has got a few glitches that I need to fix. I just need to create a few more events, but if you do want to sign up to the competition, I put a pinned comment on the festival playlist video which you can reply to, or I'll try and remember to put a pinned comment on this video which you can then reply to, and I will note you down as being interested to compete in the competition. It's basically just going to be some racing. I'll create some custom routes and we'll pick a couple of routes off the map that I'll blueprint to be like 5 or 6 laps. And we'll just have some competitive racing. I'll probably either select a specific car, or I know Cole Palm suggested maybe we should just pick a random car from my garage and just use it as it is, whether it's stock or got tuned, or we can even like try and find a cheap car in the auction and everybody else has to use that car as well. So we'll figure it out, but I just want to let you know that I have got something planned for the 250 subscribers, and I am very much appreciative of it, so thank you so much. But now, let's get into the video. So probably for 5 or so minutes we'll just be cruising in the Toyota 4Runner, and then we'll hop into the Toyota Tundra and do 5 or so minutes in that as well. So in total this video should be around 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes at a push if I get carried away, which I usually do. So there is going to be a bit of commentary. I'll leave the mic on while I'm recording, but I'm not going to be like doing full commentary as if it's like the blooming next F1 race or anything. It's just going to be kind of commentary as to, like, say if I crash into AI or whatever. So I hope you enjoy. Apologies for any clunking from the wheel, because it can be a bit loud, especially when we get on the dirt or off-road, where it's going to be clunking around with the vibrations. Not really much I can do about that. I am just going to quickly turn my telly volume down, but apart from that, let's get into it. So we've got some very short gear ratios there because of the V8 diesel. It has got a 6-speed gearbox because my gear shifter on the wheel only has 6 gears, whereas I know on the Thrustmaster they usually have 7 or 8, but mine's a Logitech so it's only 6, which isn't really a problem. I just have to make sure that with cars I want to use on the wheel, if I'm building them from scratch, I've just put a normal race transmission in. So some of the race cars I build that have got like 8-10 gears I can't use on the wheel, or they have a decreased top speed because of I can't use all of the available gears. This truck's a bit drifty on the road, as you can see. The diff's only set to like 55-60% rear balance, which is a bit interesting, but yeah, I can use all of the gears on both of the cars in this video. I'm calling them cars, but they're not really cars, so yeah. Anyway, so let's just have a bit of a cruise. I'll let you listen to the V8 diesel as we go down the other side of the mountain once we've got to the top here. Quite a pull from that engine. I mean, I know it's got 1,000 horsepower and loads of torque, but it is a very, very heavy engine. It actually added weight, insult to injury. Yeah, really bad steering on the road with the off-road race tyres, but they're the only tyre of compound that you can swap on, and the stock tyres are pretty much off-road race tyres anyway, so it's a lose-lose situation. Or if you want to take it off-road, as we're going to be doing in a minute, it's a win-win. All I can say is I don't recommend taking this for road racing. If you're going to use it, then use it for some cross-country. Don't mind me, just you know, using all of that power and torque and grip. Right, so a couple of handbrake turns. I did have my, I've clicked the button there. I did have my e-brake mapped to the right paddle on Horizon 4, but in Horizon 5 I kind of remapped it a bit again, and now my e-brake is on the A button like it is on the controller. I know we've only got a top speed of about 160 in this thing, and it's a bit twitchy, as you can see. So, you know that thing I said earlier about demonstrating my skill on the wheel? I'll take that back and just say that this video, the purpose of it is to show you these cars. That is the sole purpose of this video. That is exactly how I intended it to be. I'm definitely not going to crash at all. I'm definitely going to be a good driver, but that is not the purpose of this video. I'll be alright once I get going. I've literally just tuned this car 10 minutes ago, so I'm a bit iffy with the diff settings on it and the suspension, which because it's an off-road car are very soft. So yeah. If I was taking this racing, like cross-country or dirt online racing, I probably wouldn't do it on the wheel. I'm not really very confident with cross-country racing on the wheel. I can do some dirt racing in well-balanced cars, like grippy cars. Oh, nearly tipped then. Because they're alright on the wheel. But yeah, cars with loads of power and no grip are not really very good. Especially on off-road anyway. I can deal with like power builds on the road because it's easier to feather the throttle. But yeah, on the dirt it can be a bit hectic, shall we say. Yeet. Right, through the drift zone. We're not going to be trying to get any drift points, but I'm sure we'll probably pick some up when we're sliding around. There you are. I'm just going to pretend that 360 was planned. Definitely intended to do that. It's quite a hard balance trying to figure out whether I want to be in second or third gear coming out of corners, because third you feel like you're not picking up, but then second you have to shift immediately because the gear ratios are just so short. Turn. As I said, my skill levels are normally quite good on the wheel. I've been getting better. I'm not saying that I'm anywhere near the likes of Expert Gaming Tech or G2 Fast or whatever, but yeah, I'm getting better. I think the vibration helps me, and the new off-road physics on Horizon 5 compared to Horizon 4 definitely helped me as well. But yeah, I'm going to try a different view. Maybe this might help me, I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether it helped me. Sometimes it does. I mean, I don't really cruise on the wheel that often. I usually do it when I've got a bit of spare time, maybe when I've just got up of a weekend just for half an hour before I go and get on with what I want to do in the day. But I don't usually cruise on the wheel that often, maybe a couple of times a week and that's it. So yeah, that's a bit interesting. But it's nice to be able to, so I haven't really got much practice knowing which views help me best on different scenarios. Quite a lot of the time when I'm cruising, I'm doing like realistic cruising, so sticking to the speed limits when there's AI around. When there's no AI, I kind of accelerate and then brake when there's an AI, etc. I quite often get the AI trying to brake check me, a bit of road rage from the AI. I've got a few clips of that out, actually, which I might make into a funny compilation. I think I did intend on doing that a few weeks ago, but never got around to it. Yeah. Bit of reckless driving. I can only apologise to the person that owns this house. Right, I'm just going to spin it round because I've decided I want to go to the baja area, which is over here. So I think now, once we've now we're down the volcano, just for a minute or so, just going to kind of send it through the desert, like so. I'm going to put it in that view just to make me view a bit wider, because in the cockpit with like the roll cage and that, it can be a bit tight to see, and the snorkel kind of improvises visibility as well. So you can see the Baja circuit is just ahead. You can kind of see the balloons in it. You can see it on the mini map at the top. Now I'm going to go in there in a minute. I think we just want a bit of sand dune action, so we'll just kind of go over here, try and avoid all of the damn rocks that there are in the desert. Pretend I was intending on doing that. Nice 360 there. It actually didn't work out too bad, which was alright. And if you want to see more of these videos in the future, by the way, if you're liking it and you want to see more, you can let me know what cars you want me to cruise on the wheel, if you want me to do some actual builds in the videos and for cruising. Then, you know, let me know and I can give it a go and give me some ideas. Like I said, I'm not the best driver on the wheel, which might make it more entertaining actually, seeing me crash and spin out all the time. I don't know. I am not you, so it's up to you to decide whether you like it or you don't. I'm just here to just drive around and hope that you like it. Right, we've kind of messed that up there. Right, so I think now it's time to head down to the Baja, and once we get to the Baja circuit, we will switch into the Tundra and carry on with our little Freeroam journey. Spin! Pretend it was meant to happen. That was totally meant to happen. Right, we'll go back in this view now. From this view, it does look very much like a Land Cruiser, like the AT37. That we actually had to use that for a challenge in the festival playlist in the sand dunes, actually, in the New Year season, the 2016 AT37. I suppose this is kind of like a Land Cruiser. It's just kind of the American newer version, I suppose one could say. Right, I think we need to go a bit more over here. We've kind of gone round the outside of it. Well, that's not a problem, we're just having a bit of fun. Right, regain traction, right into third. Gear shifting's a bit slow with me H shifter, me actual gear shifter. If I had enough buttons to map, I would map it so that I could use the paddles when I wanted to, like for racing, and then for cruising I could use the wheel, the H shifter, but I don't have enough buttons for that. I actually have to use the paddles for different buttons to make use of it, because Forza makes you, for some reason, it makes you have to map certain things that you don't want to, like Anna and stuff, which is very annoying. Right, so let's get in the Toyota Tundra then. Hop in the Tundra, drive that around for 5 or 6 minutes. So this one is obviously much longer, it's a pickup. It has actually got exactly 200 less horsepower with the stock engine, which is like a V8. It is kind of around the same weight. It's got nearly 1,000 torque. Again, it's on full off-road race tyre. It's got the same kit on it, so the snorkel, the bar and that. I didn't decide to put like the race rear weird tyre thing in it because that just looked ridiculous. So this thing doesn't turn as well, so we might have to kind of improvise with this, but again 6 gears, so as you can see the turning circle is very poor. The wheel only turns, if you see, the wheel only turns that much, which is a bit poor, and if we try to do a 360 here, I bet you it won't get round. And there you are. That is the Toyota Tundra. Right, we're gonna go back out this way and head along the coast, I think, towards the bottom of the highway area. So, goodbye Bronco. So this one hasn't got as much torque, but the power to torque ratio is a bit more even. And with it being a normal V8 rather than a diesel V8, it's a bit better at putting its power down, and hence we can do nearly 200 miles an hour in this one, and it's in A class with still a bit more room for upgrades. Both of these cars I believe would be very good A class dirt and cross country cars with the right tune. Yeah, because I've seen when I've been scrolling through the tunes for both of these, people have made over 1,000 horsepower tunes for both of them in A class that seem pretty reasonable, balanced builds. So I believe they probably would be alright, and it might be something that I might give a go, but I just wanted to do a bit of a different video today. Just kind of get something out there for you to watch while I work on the competition over the next couple of days. So the next video I'll probably do will what the hell? What happened there? Anyway, the next video that I'll probably do will be information about the competition, what events there are, and kind of giving you a few days to practice, if you get what I mean, because again Cole Palm suggested releasing info a few days before the competition's planned. I would suggest, I know it's going to be, we'll probably have gained quite a few more subscribers at this rate by the time we do the competition, but you guys have just been so amazing that I haven't been able to keep up. So the competition, I can't really say when because I don't know. It took me like 2.5-3 hours to create the event last night, the first event, and it was like a 4.5 minute lap, so we'd probably do like 3 laps or something, 4 laps. So you know, it all depends on how quick I can get the things produced, and I can't go on all the time. I've got obviously to do other things, and Thursday I'll be doing the festival playlist stuff, so if I don't get the info out before then hey ho. But I'd probably say that the competition live stream will be in I'd say it'll be more than a week. It'll take me more than a week to get the info, give you a few days to practice, so I'd probably suggest it'd be 2 weeks from now. Well, just less than. If you think 2 days ago was Saturday at the time I'm recording on Monday, so if you say not next week, not this weekend, but the next weekend, so in about 12 days, that's probably when I'll do it, or maybe on the Friday on the usual slot. So I'm only saying that because obviously it takes time for me to create it, plan it. I haven't really planned anything yet, and I need to plan what prizes they're going to be. So if you've got any suggestions of what the prize can be, within reason obviously, then let me know. But yeah, and then I've got to give you a few days to practice as well to make it fair. A few days, maybe 4 days, 5 days after I release the information, people will be practicing to give everybody the best shot, really, especially if you haven't played the game much and you don't know the roads. Obviously the custom tracks, nobody will have played them before they practice, but it just makes it a bit fairer so that everybody's got a good chance. They know where they might get caught out, if you get what I mean. So that is the plan. I'm going to do a 360. Yes, it worked. And another. So yeah, basically the plan is to release the information within the next week, and then the week after that, in between releasing the information and the stream the following week, you'll be able to practice, you'll be able to get your cars ready. I'll be releasing the actual car information and prizes a couple of days beforehand, so you can practice in whatever cars you want, I suppose. I guess that's probably how I'll do it. But yeah, that is the general gist, so I hope that kind of makes sense, as I absolutely destroyed my Toyota Tundra. Although as we know, the Toyota Hilux is indestructible, so I'm presuming the Tundra will be as well. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for today's video, guys, so thank you for watching me wreck 2 cars, wreck a few AI, and probably kill the suspension on both of my cars as well. I hope you enjoyed, and like I said, if you want to enter for the competition, I'll try and remember to put a pinned comment below for you to reply to with your name and, well, your gamer tag. I'll obviously see your YouTube name, so if your gamer tag is different from your YouTube account, then obviously note that down so I know who I'm contacting. If you want to message me on Discord, if you prefer to put your Discord down, then you can do that, because I do use Discord. And I'll be releasing all the information within the next week, hopefully, so do subscribe if you want to see that, if you're interested, and also let me know what cars you want to see me cruise around on the wheel as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in a couple of days, hopefully. Like, festival playlist video might be first before the information, so I shall see you then. Thank you for watching. Ta-ra!